What's up guys, you're watching RV from TechAM. So a few days ago Samsung announced its new phones for the Samsung Galaxy Note line, the Galaxy Note 4 and the Galaxy Note Edge, which is a very weird smartphone indeed when put next to other smartphones you would see out in the market nowadays. So both these phones are very similar in many different aspects. Both have 3 gigs of RAM, both come with the S Pen stylus, which is actually the new and improved version of the S Pen stylus as it's more sensitive. Both run Android 4.4 KitKat along with TouchWiz UI on top. Both have the same camera features, same sensors. Wait, so does that mean there aren't any differences? There certainly are a few differences, but not a lot. And today we're going to take a closer look at them. So the Note 5 has a 5.7-inch Super AMOLED display, which is rocking a resolution of 2560 by 1440. But the Note Edge on the other hand has a 5.6-inch screen, including the Edge screen, and it is also Quad HD, but since it is 0.1 inches smaller than the Note 4, it has a higher pixel density of 526 ppi than the 515 ppi on the Note 4. But then on the Note Edge, there is an extra 160 pixels, which is curved around the right-hand side of the display. So that's another difference, which I think is the most important and noticeable difference, which makes the phone one of the most unique smartphones out there. Now the Note Edge is like one of those other Samsung's experiments to see how people react to it, so they get an idea on whether they should continue making these sort of curved edged smartphones or not. And if you're wondering what the curved edge is for, then you're absolutely right in doing so, because it's quite weird having some phone just curving off from the edge. I mean, we've seen some smartphones with curved displays like the LG G Flex, Samsung Galaxy Round, but this is just taking it to a new whole level, you know. So this 160 pixel across edge screen is capable of doing many cool things without getting in the way of what you're doing on the phone's main screen. So it can display the notifications, it can display the time when your phone is on standby so you don't have to wake the whole phone up. You can get app shortcuts from it, and my favourite feature is the toolkit. And the toolkit consists of 3 different things. It has a voice recorder, it has a stopwatch, and even a ruler. But apart from all the built-in things for the edge screen, Samsung is also giving out an SDK for developers to make apps which make full use of the edge screen as well, which is pretty cool. So we'll have to wait and see what developers have in mind and how they can progress this technology in the upcoming feature. And because of this curved edge, the Note Edge also requires less battery. So the Note Edge has a 3000 mAh battery, whereas the Note 4 has a 3220 mAh battery. But the downside of this phone, which many people have already talked about, is about left-handed people using the phone. I mean, the edge screen is on the right side, then if I were to use the phone with my left hand, wouldn't it be hard for me to reach the edge screen? I mean, it is quite a large phone, which is actually classed as a phablet, just like the Note 4, and reaching the edge screen with your left hand would be very difficult unless you have some very abnormally large hands. So if you're stuck on whether to buy the Galaxy Note 4 or the Galaxy Note Edge, then definitely go for the Galaxy Note 4 if you're on a budget, as some leaked rumours suggest that it's going to be cheaper than the Galaxy Note Edge, but otherwise go for the Galaxy Note Edge, because you get the same specs as the Note 4 along with the curved edge unless you're left-handed, but that's really your choice. Now both these phones also feature UV sensor, so whenever you're out and about in the sun, these phones will give you a warning when it detects ultraviolet light, which is harmful to human skin, which is a pretty neat feature, and it also expands onto the S Health suite. And in terms of chipset, there are 2 different models in which you can buy the phones depending on the market. There's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 model and an Exynos 5433 model for both phones. And if you buy the Note 4 with a Snapdragon chipset, you would get a 2.7 GHz quad-core Krait 450 CPU, and you would find an Adreno 420 GPU. But on the Note Edge with a Snapdragon chipset, you would find a 2.5 GHz quad-core Krait 450 CPU and the same GPU as the Note 4. So again, if you're stuck on whether to buy the Note 4 or the Note Edge, then go for the Note 4 because of the CPU's clock speed, even though it's only 0.2 GHz faster. And certainly go for the Note Edge because of the curved edge, because I'd personally go for that. So I've mentioned before that both these phones have the same camera features. They both have a 16 megapixel camera sensor on the back, which is capable of shooting 2160p videos at 30 frames per second. And for the front-facing camera, it is a 3.7 megapixel sensor, which is capable of recording videos at 1080p 30 frames per second, which we've seen in previous smartphones, but it's still pretty cool. And finally, the colours the Note 4 is available in are bronze gold, charcoal black, frosted white, blossom pink, and then the Note Edge is available in black and white. Yeah, black and white. How interesting. So that wraps up today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video where I talked about some similarities and differences between Samsung's new smartphones, the Galaxy Note 4 and the Galaxy Note Edge. Be sure to hit the like button if you did, and feel free to comment what you think about the Edge screen on the Galaxy Note Edge, or maybe just any other feature that you dislike or like about these two new phones. And be sure to subscribe to this channel for more tech videos like this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.